Okay, what up everybody? Welcome back to the channel. If you don't know me, I'm King Cash and Wagwan up in here. That was extra, but okay, I'm gonna get for real this time instead of being extra. So, if you guys knew me, okay, for some reason, every time I do these videos, I do like raw clips like this where I'm just talking. I don't even edit it, I just talk. People love it. And then I do those edited ones where I do a bunch of edits and then people are just like, whatever, right? So I'm gonna do more of these because people like when I talk and like actually make conversation. And I love that too. So I want to talk about being yourself for a second because that is one thing I realize everybody is struggling with, legit everybody. And those people that don't care about what people think of them, they're doing amazing in life. And then people are wondering, what's the secret? What's the secret? And the secret is confidence. And I want to talk about this because, okay, I'm gonna bring up being the only black kid again because it's a huge part of my journey in which evolved me and made me a better person. A lot of people are watching my videos and they grew up with me and they might know the old Vinny, they don't know the new Vinny, just things like that. You see what I'm saying? Like they grew up with me and knew the type of person I was back in the day. And one thing I happened to be a lot every day of my life was I was the funny kid. And that was one thing I made my identity, and I'm gonna tell you why. I was the only black kid, okay? So, White Town, Native Reserve is down there. If you search up Caledonia, Ontario, you'll see all the stuff that goes on down over here. With even my school had a few race wars and stuff like that. It was crazy. And I was the black kid in the middle. There was no other black kids. There was a few mixed kids, and they had their own struggles of their own because if they're half native, half black, they'll lean to their native side. If they're half white, half native, they'll attempt to lean to their white side. That's a whole nother thing on its own, but that was the thing, right? And I would try to expose these people to their black side. It just wasn't working. So I made my identity of being the funny person because I was always the odd one out. So people wouldn't really like me or they would look at me weird. So what I did was I made myself the funny person, which my personality was already like goofy, right? So I would put myself out there as a funny person and make people laugh to make them like me, which would gain me respect in a sense, right? That was my thing. I made my identity the clown. And I did that. A lot of people liked me. A lot of people would like me because I was a funny person. I made them laugh and they would ask me to hang out. But at the end of the day, it just made me look foolish. And I was trying so hard to impress everybody and I was like, what do they like? What do they want? And then I would give it to them. And that made me the clown. That made me the person that people would look at and be like ew, like they would cringe at me because I was just trying to impress them, do stuff to try to impress them because I didn't fit in nowhere. And so my race and my personality made me different than everybody else. So I would try to fit in. All high school, I started doing that, trying to hang out with all these other kids out here. Not knowing that I was a black man, okay? And if you're white watching this, it's just try and bear with me and understand this, that I'm a black man in today's society, okay? I am not meant to fit in with all these other kids around here, okay? I'm different. I have a struggle and strengths that they don't have. I have a bloodline that they don't have, which I'll be treated way differently than they will no matter how much friends I am with them, okay? And that is something that white people and non-black people will fail to understand. And they'll sit here argue with me, but you talk to every black person and 95% of you will tell you the same thing. So try and bear with me right now, okay? And now I know everybody's going through their own things, but I didn't know that. I saw only what I was going through. Now I can see right through people now. I look at them and I'm like, I could tell they're going through stuff and they try and impress people because they want people to like them, and then they go home, cry themselves to sleep, and go out. Like, think about this. Nobody's really looking at you. Nobody's really looking at you. They're looking at themselves and how other people view them. Look at it like that, okay? Because that is the truth. Nobody really cares. Okay, you be yourself. They may like, why did he do that? But if you're happy, you're happy. You see what I'm saying? So I live my life trying to please all these people, and then I'm like, shoot. Like, I really spent my whole life trying to impress people I do not even like. Like, I don't even want... I talked to them, but I'm like, I didn't even like them, and I was trying to impress them because I wanted to fit in and I wanted to gain respect. But I know the best way to gain respect is to be yourself. Because when you be your full-on self, if you were to do something, like, look at it like this. If you were to do something and then everybody cringes at you, then, and you sit there and go, oh, and you get a, then they're going to cringe at you and they're going to disrespect you. But if you do something and then they cringe at you and you're like, so, like, what are you cringing for? You're stupid yourself. Then they gave you respect because you are stern with who you are. You know who you are and you're down with it. You don't care what no one thinks. And that in itself, for example, if you follow Snoop Maya on YouTube, that girl, she is so, like, I look up to her so much. She is so, like, she knows who she is, and she goes out there and says stuff and doesn't care because she knows who she is, and that gains her subscribers. You see what I'm saying? So people look up to stuff like that, and I want to get to a point where I could be my full self. But I realized it took me a while to figure out who I actually am. And you know what? And other people watching this will be like, I don't even know who I am. But listen, I live my life faking. I lived a good 6 years of my life, all of high school and a few years in elementary school, trying to figure out who I was and try and blend in with the crowd. And now I'm starting to realize I stepped out of it, and now I have to reevaluate my whole life. If that makes sense to you. My whole life, in a sense, I lived a lie. And now that I'm stepping out, people are going to have to relearn who I am. I got to relearn who I am. So I have to establish who I am, be stern with it, and then everybody else is just going to have to suck it the hell up. See what I'm saying? So I want people to understand that a self-development journey is a huge thing. It is not something to play around with. You have to know who you are. Don't care what no one thinks of you. You do it, man. You do it. Like, if you're happy, then that's it. Like, if other people don't like you for what you do something, people don't like it, that's their life. That's on them. If they don't like you, that's on them, because you're happy in the corner, happy, and they're sitting there crying. Your life is made by how you see yourself. Your reality is made by your mentality. Okay? Put that in your head for a second. Your mentality creates your reality. So I want you guys to come off this video. When this video finishes, I want you to reevaluate yourself, figure out who am I actually. And people don't like you, okay? Like, you can move on. You could be happy for the rest of your life. And I want you guys to know, I'm trying to figure that. One thing I realized about myself is I love community. I love this. I love talking to people. I love talking to a huge amount of people and then expressing my feelings and my thoughts and creating a community out of that and having discussions. We may not have the same I can't even talk. See, we may not have the same values and beliefs, but we create community because of it, and we have discussion and inform each other and give knowledge to each other. I want stuff like that. So if you guys follow me on Instagram, I'm on there almost every day. I realize this is my passion. Talking to people, making videos like this is a passion of mine. And I realize I even like just talking like this and not even editing it, just talking to people, forming conversation. I want to do that. I could do that every day of my life, okay? So I want to do that. Go on my Instagram. I'm going to start doing a lot of lives. One thing I want to tell you is I get nervous. I get kind of anxious with lives, but I'm going to do it anyways, because being uncomfortable, getting comfortable, being uncomfortable is a big thing I have to acknowledge, I have to become. So I am going to start doing that a lot more, do more videos like this. Hit me up on Instagram, hit me up on Snapchat too, Prince_Bince, okay? And my Instagram is I'm King Cash with the letters I am, okay? And then King Cash. Hit me up on that. Subscribe to me, okay? Because we're going to do a lot more videos like this and actually forming conversation. If you want, text me. I'll be friends with any of my subscribers. That's being honest. And I'll do a lot of lives where we're all kind of like friends. That'd be so much fun. You don't understand how much fun that would be. So hit me up. And I will see you guys later, okay? I'll see you guys. We're posting an interview in a second too, so you guys will see that.